Hello, anyone watching this? So, as you can see, today I'm gonna go back. Wanted to play around with the futuristic mod pack that I made a little bit more since haven't been on this for a while, um, and also to show off, but also for myself, test how my mission framework and all the scripts work for all sort of different mods, and make sure it's still working with like this mod set. Since often I make updates using one particular mod set, like World War II recently, so I want to go back to make sure I didn't forget anything or didn't consider anything in my scripts for one of the other mod sets. So you'll see here we have the same loadout system, the really awesome loadout system that I spent a lot of time working on. Made these, in my opinion, really cool loadouts that like mix stuff from Halo and from the Skion Conflict mod. So I think these guys look pretty dope. Especially like this one here. And like I said, the scripts work for everything, regardless which mods I use. So I can, for example, in this case, I also made two different sort of loadout settings. So, this sort of menu that if you watch my World War II videos, you will have seen this before, where you can like select your unit faction. So I change it to this one. And you'll see that we're gonna look different now. So again, the base loadout, which is like doesn't have any weapon or anything, since you run around to base like this, looks like this. And then selecting trooper loadout. This is what we look like now. So yeah, you can see the same sort of loadout scripts and everything working totally fine. Yeah, isn't really much new to show or anything. Like, one simple thing I did is adding a heal thing that, of course, only works when you're in base. See, you are healed. I guess I could show it off if I like damage myself. Oh. Oh, I see. The problem is, okay, you see I'm now damaged, but if I go do this, my health is back to full because it's one of the safety things that if you enter, um, like, entering and leaving Zeus is basically doing the same check as if you're entering the base as a player. So, like, one of the things I've changed is that you're automatically getting healed when you enter the base. This is useful, for example, when we do debrief. So, it's not like, hey, can I get a Zeus heal? Can I get a Zeus heal? It's like, everybody gets healed automatically as soon as you enter base. And for debrief, they get moved back here anyway. But yeah, I mean, just trust me that the heal thing works. And if I'm like somewhere outside of base, and I try doing it, you'll see that it's telling me, no, you must be inside the base. So pretty much the same thing, like, you know, for example, rearming vehicles and shit, where it's like you only get to do that when you're in base. Um, yeah, like I said, debrief. Um, since the group that I've last played with is doing debrief in game and instead of TeamSpeak, like out of the game, I made a module for that where I can click here on debrief, and then I can choose a result, like if the mission was successful or whatever, you know. So let's say let's say it was a draw, they didn't complete all objectives, but at the same time they didn't all die or whatever. And then I click OK, and you'll see remain in game for debrief shows up. Moving to spawn area for, yeah, you see operation over draw, it says at the top. And the thing is, now everybody's back in base. Like, you see me getting teleported, so everybody will be teleported back to base. And people who were dead when this was activated and they respawn, they will also be teleported back here once they respawn. And you see now, you know, the whole base loadout, which I show, which is this here. The base loadout without a gun makes a lot of sense, like for stuff like debrief, which is cool. Everybody looks like they're just hanging out in base. And also now you can't access loadouts anymore. And if there is a terminal to deploy to the front line, it's also gonna be deactivated, so people, you know, can't fuck off. They have to stay. So yeah, that's just another module. Just it's more convenient since it saves time. Everybody gets moved back to base automatically, and everybody gets healed automatically, and all of that. You know, it's just a nice little feature. Um, I I think I showed, or did I? The dynamic, I added dynamic resupply crates. I think I've showed now, but I'm not totally sure, so I'll just do it again anyway. So if I click, for example, here, see I have some options here, and the resupply box that I add can either be spawned on the ground, so if I click OK, you'll see it be here, and it's showing this notification for everybody. So, yeah, just I can check how many resupplies are in this box. 8 resupplies. What that means is there are no individual items in this box, but like you get your whole loadout back. So let me just like throw away, let's say, my armor, my vest, I mean, and my my beret. Just to show that that is working. Now I click and see applying safe loadout. See if your most recent safe loadout, and now you see I got my vest and my beret back. So, and if I check again, it's not gonna say 7 resupplies. If it hits 0, the box is gonna delete itself. And what that means is it's a convenient way to resupply everybody. Gives them their full loadout back. You don't have to worry about how many items am I gonna put in the box, or oh god, my mods changed, so now I'm gonna have to totally change the items in this box. It doesn't matter what mods you use or whatever, you know. You're always gonna have your full loadout, and that's really nice, especially if you have stuff like you use some disposable launcher or something, you know. You just get your loadout back. But yeah, I can also, of course, for a more cinematic thing, make it paradrop. Let's say, since we don't want to wait forever, gonna do 200, and you see now it will drop it as it's supposed to be. once it gets closer to the area, it's also gonna deploy smoke for just more for cooler visual effect, and also makes it easier to spot it, I guess. We're gonna have green smoke here in a second now. There goes the smoke. It's just a really cool feature. So we now have resupplies dropping in. Just like that. Now that it's landed, the parachute is gone. And you can see we can now use the box to resupply. Again, we have 8 resupplies here. So yeah, that's how para-dropping resupplies from Zeus is made, like really cool cinematic. I can also, this is also something you can do as a player. Let me put down, let's say, Pelican here. So of course we have our usual stuff here. I can either add a resupply box inside my cargo, which would be which will have the same functions as the box that you just saw. Like once it gets unloaded from the cargo using just, you know, the ACE cargo system, once it's unloaded, it will have the same functions to, like, you know, resupply a limited time. Or as you can see here, I can directly para-drop one. It will, but of course, like for example, it's gonna now tell me, you know, you must be higher altitude. Of course, to do that. So yeah, I can either, you know, load one in my cargo, which also works for like trucks and stuff, or I can para-drop one, which obviously only works for when you're in the air. And these boxes are also limited, like by default it's set to 3 boxes maximum, and after that those functions are not gonna do anything. It will, like, if you walk up to the boxes, it will say, you know, max limit reached. As I've showed before in the my last World War II video, all limits and everything can be adjusted by myself on the fly. So like you see here, the resupply box limit of cargo boxes is 3, as I said, by default, but I can change it to anything else, you know, depending on the mission. And also you saw the boxes have 8 resupplies in it, you know, so 8 loadouts can be loaded. I can change that number here as well. The resupply factor and the resupply factor for man and vehicles is something that I that I actually talked about in the last World 2 video, where I was like, huh, I should add a factor number, and you see I did. So it's like the factor, so like factor 1 obviously means you can, you know, have 8 loadouts, like, you know, that you get from the box. It's obviously, if like the factor was 2, it would mean you could only get 4 loadouts from the box. Basically the factor is just so, because you can also resupply vehicles from those boxes, that, you know, obviously you can resupply vehicles less than you can as infantry from one of those boxes. So yeah. But yeah, all numbers, as you can see nicely here on the fly, to be adjusted. But yeah, that's gonna show off now that we can para-drop those boxes as well. So yeah, this is one of the recent features that I added to the framework. Should now be reaching enough altitude. But you see it saying now you must be going faster to para-drop, and you can't do it like what you did now. We're gonna Go ahead. And I'm gonna try this now. And you see resupply was dropped. Let's see where's the parachute. There it is. And it also in the notification said, as you saw, like there's a cooldown, like how often you can drop a crate. So not only is there a max limit like of 3 boxes right now. Oh, this one's gonna get fucked. Not only is there a max limit of 3 boxes that you can have at once, but also there's a cooldown for like how often can you deploy a box. So it's all very thought through in terms of like how the gameplay is gonna be affected. So yeah, this one obviously will probably just be deleted once it lands in the water. But yeah, in theory, it works, as you saw. So yeah, this resupply drop, kinda curious. I just want to see if it gets deleted. I've never accidentally para-dropped resupply in water. Huh. Look at that. Well. But yeah. Again, in theory, it works. Here we go. Nice crash. Okay, get in some infantry here. A rifle squad.
Changing mag.
So these guys are gonna get loaded in. I'll see, I always like to go with the hex camo.
Good to go. I'm reloading! Covering fire! Lay down some fire! On 3? Taking heavy fire here!
can still hear the radio dispatch of the enemies. Alright, we need some more enemies. So how about some of those cool drop pods? See, these guys have radio operators too, so you can hear the static radio sound coming from them. Like I said, I've scripted these drop pods myself. Really proud of it, I have to say. Because like it's an easy way to like drop in AI infantry. I actually like to use drones for the drop pod, since it makes a bit more sense in my opinion. Oh, I fucked up. I didn't spawn with crew. Oopsie. There we go. Drone. Like, it's just a really cool way to insert troops fast, and like, since without making this script myself, there would be no way to like drop them with drop pods and make it look all cool. So
recommend immediate repair.
see here they come, the droids. We got clankers.
Analysis green. Perimeter secure.
So I think this thing's really cool, right? Like, when you see those guys coming in, like, oh shit, dropping right on top of us. Hey Dawn. Yeah, just showing some of my work. How are you doing? Gonna get these guys over here. Let's take how this goes. I think you can see how that's gonna be really cool inside a mission. In the middle of a fight, and all of a sudden these guys go. These guys are also set to only stand, so they will not like go prone. Since like, for drones like this, it makes sense that they like don't crouch or go prone unless they're trying to get like through some obstacle or something.
Threat analysis green. No hostiles detected.
Find some cover!
Oh, and the drones will also have more health than regular humans. So yeah, I made them as cool and drone-like as I could, so to say. Oh, they killed the guy over here. some reinforcements for these guys. And like I said, the drones are not fucking around. They're sent to kill.
Open fire! Pin him down! Reloading!
And you saw I even gave them like spark effect. Yeah, ArmA AI.
Covering fire! Take them down!
ArmA AI showing its strength
Open
with,
fire!
like, you know, how they go around buildings and stuff. Like, so stupid.
Crime detected. Judicial circuits recommend immediate application.
Cut him down!
Give me some covering fire!
Covering fire!
Down over here!
Hey, guys, get on my way.
Let's move! Suppressing fire!
Roger, 4 copies all. 6 PMPs destroyed. 8-0 enemy foot mobiles KIA. All targets suppressed and the mission moved
Take
out.
him out!
Take him out!
Take him out!
Changing mag!
Alright. So that was all the drop pods. Again, really sick feature. I've only got to use it once with player. It was like actual players so far, but they were like, "Holy shit, what the fuck is going on?" Like they were really impressed. That was cool. And like for actual troops, we of course got our insert dropships. You can see it's automatically getting filled and getting loadouts applied. Look at these cool guys. Again, I'm really happy with the like CSAT Hex camo that I gave these guys. It's a really nice touch to them. So yeah, I've got dropships loaded with these dudes. Even the dropships have my scripts in terms of that they open the ramp when soldiers like need to get out and shit like that. Let's see that the ramp opens while they're going down part of my screen. So really makes it look really cool, you know?
Game over.
They're moving up.
Social factory progress. Respawn.
I got it.
You guys can see a lot of variety to their loadouts as well. Some of them have masks, some have full face helmet and shit.
Linked up.
I want to show again just how also dynamic the voiceovers are. Where this guy wears his full face helmet. You can hear him talk with his muffled effect.
Get a better angle.
And if he takes his full face helmet off, voice will be clear now.
We'll go.
See that? That's just something I really always like demonstrating because it's so cool. And like I said, it's all my stuff that I work on myself. Now that we have his helmet back on, of course,
Get after him!
the voice has that muffle effect again.
Hostile, moving up!
Say our guys got some reinforcements. Look at these guys getting loaded up. This thing has the same script basically that the dropship with the ramp has. Like this one has a ramp that opens up as well, and also side doors that open up when the crew gets in and out. So it's just cool immersion scripts to say.
Squad out.
Stay close. Let's go.
So you see the ramp
Roger that,
opens up.
sir. I'm hit. They got us pinned down. Roger that, sir. Covering fire. Roger. Lay down some fire. Suppressing fire. Open fire. Pin him down. Cover me. Take him out.
Let's say the driver gets out, like he's sitting on this side, you would see this door.
Roger!
See that door is gonna get open. If you decide to go back inside, you see the door's gonna close again. See, that's all my script.
Lay down some fire. Covering fire.
boy. The AI was trying to shoot a rocket at it, but they got wrecked before they were able to do anything.
On the move! On the move!
Boy,
Fire! All units move in!
man, I don't know how he survived that, but he did. He's a crew man. Oh wow. Oh, so it wasn't the APC that took out the MRAP. This MRAP here got hit by a rocket from one of the soldiers. My bad. I thought it was the APC. No, we took out the APC with our 2 rockets. That was a cool little dynamic battle here. Guys getting into the higher terrain here.
In position. Hey, stay sharp.
It's like we have a assistant ATE guy here with the rockets. I gave you guys
Let's check that out. Keep on the move.
This truck unfortunately doesn't have any animations I can use for them to open like the doors and oh, he's a marksman. RTO marksman.
Get me some fire!
Oh, I like the way he's leaning against a rock. This actually looks like some corpse, like some static corpse that's meant like to be placed there, like to make the scene more a bit more, you know, cinematic. Looks just like he's leaning there. Jesus. It's one of those rare cases where armor corpses ragdoll and it looks good.
Party time.
Party
Squad up.
time.
Moving into position. Let's check that out.
Moving out.
Restricted incursion in progress. Officer, stop 3. Investigate and report.
All units, perimeter check.
Again, the famous look, my AI walks informations scenery.
You know how much you might call a team player?
You know what, that will be enough for now. I'll probably make another stream using sci-fi stuff just to have some fun with it. But yeah, that'll be all for now. Really look
Roger
forward,
that. Keep
really
your
look-
eyes open.
Let's check that out.
I really look forward to the next time I get to use these guys in a mission. Alright. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully.